Oh, okay, rock stars. A lot to cover. Very little time to do it in. I want you to make sure you get a good cup of coffee. Just pause the video. Go get yourself some coffee. I recommend, well, the Panamanian coffee, which is incredible. But whatever you got that's black and strong, not Shaquille O'Neal, but let's go with some coffee. All right, here's the deal. This is a mess. We are living in an absolute nightmare right now. First of all, evidently some news agency went over to Harvard and asked the students there, what is the biggest threat to world peace right now? They chose the United States over ISIS. Yeah, I'm letting that sink in for you for a little bit. I think we got a bunch of idiots. Before I get further into this, let me start off by saying, listen, this mysterious illness that I spoke about briefly in the last one, that's why I'm not a doctor. Now there's more information coming out that there are strains or what looks like similarities to polio in these viruses causing paralysis. That's ugly, and that's another battle that luckily we've got greatest medical professionals in the world here in the United States. So let's hope that and pray that this gets resolved quickly. Ebola, yeah, it's scary, but ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you it's not as scary as what else is on the news. We now have confirmed report that 10, count them, 10 ISIS members were caught in California, coming across the Mexican border in California. 10 of them, guys. Those are the ones that are caught. We have over 1,900 miles of border that is unprotected. Guys, it is getting real. We also have, so let me attack that one real quick, okay? Now we've got the representative from California saying that at least 10 Islamic State fighters have been caught, and that's unfortunate because these guys are here for one reason and one reason only, and that's to kill. I'm really hoping that a lot of you guys out there that listen, you rock stars, please make sure that your doors are locked. Make sure that you're cautious. For my military friends out there, veterans, see if you could travel without wearing your uniform. I know it's tough, but we've got to do what we got to do. Our administration has failed. They are not protecting Americans, and by golly, this is the worst thing we've ever seen. I'll sit back just like the rest of you, and I'll pick a few things to blame Bush about. But let me explain to you something. I moved into this house here with a backyard that was crap. It looked horrible. And I said, what were the previous owners thinking about? Instead of bitching and moaning for the past 18 years, I went ahead and I worked my butt off on that backyard, and I have a nice place in which to relax and recreate. So why can't our administration do the same thing? Let it go. Bush did not create ISIS. That's a current administration problem. And it's a problem that could have been fixed a long time ago. We have the capabilities of wiping them off the map completely. Our military has that kind of strength, but it has now gone so far that the ideology that ISIS has spread. And you could see its effect on the world when you talk to these knuckleheads in Harvard that are saying U.S. is the greatest threat to peace, to world peace, than ISIS. Wow. Here's another one. How much more are the mayors of our cities or the governors of our states going to take when it comes to these illegal immigrants? Now we have a New Mexico mayor out of the town of Artesia, from what I could see, who is now saying that the immigrants, that the illegals Listen to me. The illegals are being released into our society on a ratio of 4-1. For every 4 people that come in, at least 1 is being released into the general population. That's unacceptable right now because they're being released with a promise of coming back for a court date. Look, I'm okay with these people that have come over under humanitarian concerns, okay? I'm okay with that. I come from a family that my mother was not a U.S. citizen, and she found a way to come to the United States legally. Her family, my family, other families I know of have come over to the United States following the procedures. The only good thing out of the news today is that now you've got a pocket full of Democrats that are now standing up and speaking up against Nancy Pelosi. Way to go, guys. I like to see that. We've got these people that are, I guess, starting to realize that their job is to take care of Americans, not their own destiny, not their own, what do you call that, legacy. We're hurting right now. Rock stars, I don't know what more to tell you. I can tell you that I've tried to warn America. I did get slammed for it. It's not a bad slam because I could care less. Here's my specific message to the FBI. If you don't want to hear me ranting like this, hire me. I could be the best analyst you have ever had, and I'd be willing to work for you. But until you're the boss of me, I'm not going to shut up. I'm speaking the truth. And if this administration that we currently have in the White House is on the wrong side of the truth, that's not on me. That's on them. Here's a few things I want you rock stars to do. Okay? Go out and get The Life and Times of Biff Baxter. It's a great read. I recommend this for your kids. And matter of fact, I know a few high school students who had purchased this book and done book reports on it. And I am willing to Skype with any student that is doing a book report and give them feedback. I'm willing to do that. I'm that kind of a swell guy. This is the important one. I want you guys to get this now. Amazon has dropped the price again, so I'm really not making that much money off this. But if I sell 100,000 of these books, I'll be looking good. Secrets Revealed. Terrorism USA. This talks about everything that's going on now, plus more. The worst is yet to come, guys. We're gonna see more killings. And listen, we need prayer. 10 Commandments, God's top 10 laws, are discussed in this book. Speaking of disgust, in a different text though, it is disgusting that nothing was said from the White House to the woman that was the family of the woman that was beheaded in Oklahoma. Not a word. Instead, the White House sends a letter of congratulations to the mosque from which this killer came from. Blows my mind. Rockstars, I hope you're well armed. I want you to be smart. Lock your doors. I hate to say this, but be careful out there announcing if you were military or a veteran, because right now it's not safe. They caught 10 people. That means at least 100 more made it through. I'm not trying to panic you. I'm just trying to speak the truth. Rockstars, God bless America. God bless you. And let's go through this together. These videos are going to come probably more and more regularly. I was going to do it every Wednesday. I was going to try to limit it to 5 minutes. There's just too much stupidity to cover in just 5 minutes. So let's push for a Wednesday and maybe a weekend special update, because stupidity is running rampant. Okay, look, it's running crazy. Peace.